A concussion creates an energy problem in the brain. Normally, the brain runs mostly on sugar in the blood, called glucose. It is used to being the brain's main fuel source, especially if we don't take exogenous ketones normally. But after a concussion, the brain has a harder time using the glucose the way that it normally does. At the same time, brain cells actually need more energy to deal with the injury and start the repair process. Our intelligence knows exactly what to do. We just have to give it the tools. This creates what scientists often call the energy crisis in the brain. You see, glucose can't get past because your brain starts to create inflammation, and the glucose can't get past that inflammation. Ketones are another type of fuel the brain can use, and it gets past that inflammation. It is another kind of fuel to help support the recovery process. It crosses what's called the blood-brain barrier easily and effortlessly to turn it into energy by brain cells. Because of this, they can help support the brain when the glucose is not being used efficiently. This is why you want your body to adapt to both. Dual fuel is what we call it. Ketones and glucose. Wood in the fireplace, coal in the fireplace. They both go in, they both burn in the engine, and they both work just at different rates and different oxidations. When you take them before any sports activity, you're really preparing the brain. So if in fact something happens, you have them in there. A brain that already knows how to use ketones can be more resilient. People rely completely almost on glucose for energy, but if ketones are available, the brain will learn to use it and uptake them first. Two different fuels instead of one. This is sometimes called metabolic flexibility, but a simple way to think about it is that the brain has options for energy in a time of scarcity. An easy analog is a hybrid engine in a car. A hybrid can run on two different power sources. If one system struggles, the other one kicks in and keeps things going. Because here's the truth. If your brain doesn't get efficient fuel, you put yourself at risk for long-term brain damage. If the fuel is already in there, you set yourself up to prevent the damage. It's like an insurance policy for your brain. You wouldn't not insure your house, your car, your diamonds, or your jewelry, would you? Then why not put insurance on your brain? This matters because if the concussion disrupts the brain's ability to use glucose ketones can already be there as another source of energy. Because the energy is being used so fast, right after a concussion, the brain experiences an energy shortage. Glucose metabolism drops, meaning the brain cannot use sugar as efficiently as it normally would. And at the same time, brain cells are working harder than usual and need more energy to stabilize and protect themselves. This is intelligent energy is what a ketone is. The mismatch between energy demand and energy supply is what researchers often called a neurometabolic crisis. Ketones can help during this time because they provide that direct fuel for the brain. Brain cells can convert ketones into energy even when glucose metabolism is impaired. Ketones may also support brain cells by producing energy efficiently and help reduce the stress inside the cell. A simple way to explain this to you is after a concussion, the brain struggles to use sugar.